short ball.
No, I didn't put Sonny Baker. No, it was between Josh Tong or Sonny Baker. It was between those two. Welcome back, Wicketers. Back at it once again for this week. It's me, Saran, your favourite co-host, as always. Don't believe a word he says. He's a bag of lies, but...
It's me, Ollie, the better, more cricket knowledge, more general knowledge. Host, Ollie Blingfield, better at everything than Saran. Simple as. So,
That's what he wants to say.
It's been a less eventful week of cricket.
Indeed it has. But there's been one big announcement that's been made from the Australian camp, and I think Ollie's very excited for this one, so I'm going to let him talk about it.
I wouldn't say I'm excited. If you lot see my mini reaction to this on TikTok, Pat Cummins has been ruled the first game of the Ashes main series. Of course, I've got a few feelings. Of course, people can see it as a big advantage for England, but then also at the same time, you got to look at who they're bringing in, and this man has tormented England. Last time went Australia, and that's Scott Boland. And also another thing I want to say about it is that I kind of want him to play, Pat Cummins, because I want to beat the best Australian side. I don't want to beat an injured Australian. I want us to go down and beat the best Australian side possible that they can put out. That we are better, not winning because they get multiple injuries.
Basically, it's just a pride issue.
No, I've got a question for you then. Would you rather beat a full-strength India or weakened India?
Just beat India in general. We lose to them all the time.
Let's say you didn't lose them all the time. Or would you rather beat...
I think it would make for a more exciting game. If you had... I on that point. But the thing is, England have been rubbish in Australia. I think they'll take an Ashes win in Australia however way it comes.
This is our best chance. And I personally believe a full-strength Australia versus a full-strength England in Australia. England are... We're not favourites, but...
It's going to be very close. It's going to be an exciting Ashes series. I might even consider watching it.
You might be watching the Ashes. You will be watching the Ashes.
I might be watching the highlights because I don't know if I'll be able to watch the live thing.
I don't care if you have to get up at 2:30 in the morning or 4. So that's the time to start. And last time...
Yeah, we came about 2:30 to see Scott Boland running the whole team over.
What? Oh, never mind. But yes. What's your thoughts on Pat Cummins coming out?
I think, as you said, it's going to be such a big advantage for England. That Australian big three has been... It's been there for, the best part of a decade, hasn't it?
Yeah, but they've been pretty average.
Yeah, say that to the Australian side, which managed to knock over West Indies, basically brushed them aside. Those were former Test. No, obviously, this generation of West Indies players, they're not,
that's good. England did that too against West Indies.
Hey, let me finish my point. Too excited. But, you made me forget what I was on about, honestly. Him and his Fanta. Anyway, I'm going to get back into the train of thought.
Bro, we're in the middle of pod right now.
I know. I'm trying to get my train of thought back. There we go. So, Australia knocked over West Indies, basically without a hitch. There wasn't any point in the series where West Indies felt like they could take over Australia or do something competitive.
Who isn't knocking over West Indies at this rate?
Pardon?
Who isn't knocking over West Indies at this at this rate.
He keeps interrupting me. He won't let me finish my point.
Stop mentioning West Indies because they're like bottom tier cricket nation right now.
And then Australia, they also played the World Test Championship, even though it was a horrendous Lord's pitch, and they did lose to South Africa, but that test could have gone anyway. Oh my days, what now?
Stop calling every pitch what's good for bowlers, pace bowlers, a horrendous pitch.
No, but there's a difference between there's a difference between a pitch that is good for bowling but still provides an even battle. Because yes, with the new ball, it's probably a demon to bowl on, but when they're batting, there has to be an even sense. Like when the ball gets older.
Okay then, if a pitch is terrible for if it's a flat deck, that's a terrible pitch because you can't bowl it.
Exactly. Like you want a pitch that provides like an equal battle because no one wants to see like either teams getting bowled for under 200 or under 100, but then no one also wants to see like other teams scoring over 400. Like Test cricket is at its best when it's close and competitive, which is why the Australian pitches are good.
Was a close game though? Australia, South Africa, World Test Championship final. Yes, it was low scoring, but it was a close game.
Because they were two quality sides. If it was like West Indies versus Australia or something, then that pitch would have been horrendous. Like they would have been flattened.
It wasn't though, wasn't it? If it's a pace pitch, how's it a bad pitch? I think the only bad pitches you get is when it's flat decks. You don't want to be playing on a flat deck. It's boring. Especially for Test cricket. Only for Test cricket, though. Because that's the only time I see really bad pitch when it's a flat deck. For Test cricket. Because you just go and score like 500 plus and it's going to end in a draw.
Mm-hmm.
Unless that one time when England scored 800 plus against Pakistan, and we still won the game. That's crazy.
England don't play for draws.
Move on back to your Australian point. We went on a full side run there.
Anyway, if I may continue.
You may.
Thank you. But this Australia Big Three bowling attack, Mitchell Starc, Josh Hazlewood, and Pat Cummins, they've been inseparable. It's like they have been Australia's linchpins for bowling. And even like they've played many Ashes series already. They've played many Ashes, and like how many times have they absolutely trounced England bowlers? How many times have they done well against them? Especially in Australia. Like Australia, in my opinion, have the advantage in this series just because like they're playing at home, they're used to the conditions, and because the pitches play so well to their strength. Mitchell Starc, like the swing king himself, like I think the pink ball test against West Indies just showed how devastating he can be when he's at his best. If he has a poor series for Australia, then I genuinely think that like England will likely have the advantage because Mitchell Starc is the most important out of those three bowlers. Because Pat Cummins, like he's an all-rounder, like a bowling all-rounder. He bowls really well, and then even when he's batting, he's doing well. Like, I'm pretty sure you even know that yourself, like how England have struggled to finish that lower order, and Pat Cummins having, almost battered you out of that test. And
you mentioned the Australian conditions. Well, one thing about the Australian conditions is that you've got it's changed since the last Ashes. It's changed a lot. That one thing, what people say that it doesn't suit Australia as much as it used to. So I think that is something England can hopefully.
But then there's this argument as well. Australia, they've been playing on those pitches for the last year or so. How many of England's bowlers right now currently have played against Australia before? Like Josh Tongue, has he played against Australia before?
Oh, Archer didn't play in Archer didn't play in England. He hasn't played the Ashes.
And Jofra Archer's supposed to be one of the England's I'm planning on him to be England's best bowler. That is, I'm getting that out the way. Jofra Archer will be England's best bowler in Australia.
Because the last Ashes in Australia, we didn't have Jofra, but now we've got Jofra. It's the one person Australians fear. Trust me, all those batters, they fear Jofra.
What about Mark Wood?
I think they fear Jofra more. I think Jofra is just scary in those conditions. I know I am firmly against the point of a player being tall.
You have to see hypocrisy here.
Jofra is tall. He's really good at cricket.
He said the T word. He said he's tall.
I did. Jofra is tall. He's very fast. But
Ollie, what does being tall do? What does that do for him?
But Jofra Archer can bowl good short balls.
It's the height. He bowls better short balls. Oh, he's finally said it.
No, but compared to other tall bowlers, what people want about, you're just saying they should get called up because they're tall, like Bash. But yeah, Jofra's he just strikes fear into that Australian team.
At least you hope that's the case.
I can't wait for him to get 5 wickets every game. It's going to be
I'd be very interested to see Sam Constas versus Jofra Archer. That could be a juicy one.
Do you feel sad for Sam Constas? Because I feel sad for him. It's great.
Okay, let's hear what you have to say about Sam Constas. Why do you think? Why are you sad for him?
I just don't rate him at all. I do not rate a single opener right now.
I think Sam Constas is going to be the most likely one to join. Just because.
We'll speak about. Wait.
Okay.
Next.
We'll speak about that a bit later.
Next week's pod, we'll talk about it.
I'm just thinking with Constas and Archer, that's going to be a very juicy rivalry. It's going to give me reminders of Jasprit Bumrah and Sam Constas. That's going to be funny. I'll be interested to see how that works out.
So if you look at, you mentioned Steve Smith obviously. You also got Travis Head as your vice captain.
I don't see Travis Head as being vice captain. I'm going to stop you right there and then. He's not.
He is
plain and simple. He's not. He's not going to be the captain. He's the vice captain, but he won't be captain, trust me.
You ever know.
It's because he's not proven at a captaincy level. I don't know the last time he captained at any level. And I genuinely think Travis Head is one of those players that you need to let him play freely. Otherwise, you've seen it with so many different captains as well. I don't want to name a few just to trigger you, but
Steve, I'm not. You won't trigger me.
Because I don't even know if I'm being accurate or not. Because I can't remember Joe Root's batting in his captaincy era. Was he good in his captaincy era batting? Because all I remember is once he lost the captaincy, then he started a purple patch. He was really good.
In 2021, when he was captain, he averaged about 19 Test cricket. But yeah, awful to run, awful. In his first couple of years as captain, he was. So he got the captaincy in 2018, from 2018 to 2020.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say Joe Root, just to not be inaccurate. But let me think of a better example. Okay, I got the perfect one. The current Pakistan. Okay.
In 2018, 2019, yes, he wasn't great, but in 2021, he did average 90. Yeah.
It's because I just remembered that, obviously, when Joe Root lost the captaincy, that's when he started batting a lot better. He had less pressure. That's the point I was mainly referring to.
In 2021, he was literally England's only good batter. Everybody else was rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I did what UPS were there.
Thank God. Although that'll definitely come into the podcast later. But anyway. Sure. Good job. I didn't say good boy this time. You should be happy.
Yeah, I am happy.
Right, so I was talking about like the pressure with captaincy. Like you look at Pakistan's current captain right now. Like look at how bad he's playing with the captaincy. Awful, awful numbers. That's the reason why I don't want Travis Head to take the captaincy. I don't think he should because
You want Australia to win the series?
I don't know. No,
You want
I
to
agree to disagree. I'm neutral.
No, you want Australia to win just so you can rage me.
Huh? I have no idea what he's on about. I have the Pakistan hat on, and yes, I'm wearing the orange. That could count as yellow, but fine margins.
By the way,
Margins.
he wants to see me goes crazy on this podcast.
I think it would be very funny. It'd be very entertaining.
Yeah, but don't you want to see my smug face when England win?
No. No.
Well, I want to see that smug face. I really that smug face.
Oh, he says this now. Watch in about 2 months' time. He's gonna be so depressed trying to film these podcasts. He's gonna sound like this when England lose to Australia 5-0, and he's gonna start crying.
Oh, don't talk about
I'm joking.
We've spoken about captaincy. We've spoken about stuff. I don't know. But let's look at the England camp a bit more. Let's just have a deep dive for the England camp a bit more. So we'll look at, is there any players you think, let's say, are going to disappoint you? You reckon could disappoint you this Ashes series? This year, of course. Let's just get Bashir.
Yeah, that's the obvious one.
No, but that's not disappointing you, really. Because that's
Yeah,
expected. That's
it's just expected.
Yeah.
So, this could be a hot take, but he might get a bit angry at me for this one, but I'm going to say Ben Duckett.
Okay.
I'm saying Ben Duckett.
Okay. Reason why? Reason why?
I just have a really bad feeling. Don't ask me why, but Ben Duckett, like, yeah, he's gotten back into form in white ball. He's finally gotten back into some form after a torrid couple of months, but I just have a really bad feeling for this Ashes for him. Like Zach Crawley, I think Zach Crawley will excel. I think he'll do pretty well. If I didn't say that, he was gonna start screaming and shouting, which begs the question why I didn't say Zach Crawley. That would have been a good one to know.
Of course he will. He's been added to he's in T20 squad people anyway. Finally, the Zach. Can't wait to watch the T20s.
But anyway, like I think I'm more like if I were to actually add logic to my reasoning with Ben Duckett, it's because like obviously Ben Duckett, he's really good at playing spin, isn't he? He's one of the best in the business.
Yeah.
So I think like especially on a pitch where it's the traditional, like I say, Perth Stadium pitch, like the Optus Stadium, like the pace paradise, if you will. Like Nathan Lyon likely won't bowl a ball there. Like it will be very unlikely that he bowls a ball in the first innings, at least. Like in the second innings, he may throw his arm a bit, but I don't think Duckett will get a lot of spin in this Ashes. And spin hitting is what he excels in. Like I'd say he's the best spin batter in this entire England squad.
I disagree. Yeah, he's very good, but I don't think it's him.
Who?
Either Root or Stokes.
Root or Stokes?
Yeah. Joe Root can bat against anyone.
Didn't Joe Root really struggle against spin in the 100?
Yeah, but that's white ball cricket, around.
Anyway.
Like spin in white ball cricket compared to red ball cricket is like completely different. Because in white ball cricket, they like change what they're bowling every ball. When in red ball cricket, they're just really looking for line and length, aren't they?
Unless you're facing against Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan just does what Rashid Khan does in Test cricket.
Yeah.
But anyway,
What is it, of course? That's just like never happens.
England and Australia don't want to play against Afghanistan because of humanitarian rights. But anyway, we're digressing.
Yes.
So Ben Duckett, like, he's not going to get a lot of spin. He's going to be facing off against the big three pacers. Like, Pat Cummins, probably not for the first test. So Scott Boland. And these three are notorious for many England collapses. And I think Ben Duckett could be the first guinea pig.
I'll give another name who I want to say could this point, and it's like we're speaking about this guy again. It's just like we know how young, great of cricketer he is, because like I said, I reckon this guy's going to get put into the number 3 spot, but not live up to the expectations, and everyone will get angry, calling him washed again. But he's still about 22. Ash Jacob Bethel. I just think I see why they're going Jacob, but I still think they should stick with Ollie Pope. But I don't think they will. So I think they'll play Jacob.
I've got a really hot take about Jacob Bethel. Do you want to hear it?
I don't think he's going to play well. It's a very high pressure situation compared to last time we played, what was against New Zealand at 3 tests. It's the Ashes, big matches, completely different conditions to what he's ever played in.
Mm-hmm.
What most England batters struggle with, and you've got to be special to hit the ground running straight.
Here's my opinion. I think they should have given Bethel probably another year before this Ashes. Like, I disagree. I just think he hasn't played enough Test cricket. It's back to exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, England should have given him another year of, like, giving him the consistent role at number 3. They should stick with Ollie Pope for now, but then after the Ashes, then they can start a revamp of that number 3 role where Jacob Bethel comes in and plays some solid cricket to get used to it.
Don't they realistically should have done?
Yeah.
Should have seen how well we play against New Zealand. I didn't bother putting Ollie Pope back at 3. Why did we bother putting back at 3? Because he batted well at 7 against New Zealand. He didn't bat well at 3, didn't he? He batted well at 7. So why we moved him back to 3?
Yeah, it's just the thing. Can you fit both Ollie Pope and Jacob Bethel in the same lineup?
Ollie Pope.
Oh, you want Ollie Pope at 7?
No, I want Ollie Pope dropped.
Oh, you want him dropped? Oh.
No, now I want him to play because Bethel just hasn't played Test or first count cricket. Because I'm saying that after that New Zealand Test series, that instead of putting Ollie Pope in at 3 against India, we should have went with Jacob Bethel straight away.
Yeah.
But I've got another player who I reckon is going to disappoint. I kind of mentioned this last week and hinted at that I'm not so sure. This guy's a great bowler. We all know he is, but for some weird reason, I just think the amount of injuries that he's had recently, the very lack of cricket he's played in the last year and 2. I'm going to make you a bit angry because I know how much you love the guy. Mark Wood.
Oh, dang it.
I think Mark Wood's going to disappoint.
He's not. Mark Wood's not going to disappoint. He's going to drag Australians. He's going to give them fair. Watch. He's going to bowl them out.
I'm sorry. I just really don't. I really think he's getting a poor series here.
All the anger aside, I can see where you're coming from because it is a long injury layoff, and
coming straight back for the Ashes. No, like cricket in between. Your first game back will be against Australia.
He'll probably play the second test. I don't see him playing the first one.
I see us going. No, I mean, they not watched Thingy's interview, Rob Key. He was on about Baz, what they've done, sent interviews recently. That apparently they're willing to go all guns blazing in the first test, throw it at them straight away, play Wood, play on.
If Mark Wood gets injured, it's all over.
But that's the plan. The plan is to beat him early, so we'd have to worry later on. I think the plan is at least try and get 2-0 lead here. Or just at least win that first test to put pressure. Because we win that first test, it's our first test win in Australia in about 10 years to run.
That would be massive.
This will mean exactly. It would already be much different than the last 2 times we've ever been there.
And the probability of that is even higher than it was last year.
Yeah. So, have you got any players you reckon could do really well for England?
Wait, I've got one more disappointing player I want to get off.
One.
This is going to really trigger you. But
Stop picking players to really trigger me.
No, I think this is a point worth mentioning. How long can Ben Stokes keep up?
Oh, it's Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes is just going.
Yeah, we say that all the time. How long can he keep up? Because
I don't know if you remember saying me this, but I've already said that I reckon Ben Stokes will retire after 6 Ashes. It's from Test cricket.
You haven't told me this. This is new.
I might have told you off camera, but you probably don't remember. But yeah, I reckon Ben Stokes will retire after the Ashes. I've thought about this.
But it won't mean anything until the next Ashes. It's going to be like, oh, there's another Ashes. Let me unretire and play that.
Sorry, your Ben Stokes impression. No, I reckon he's going to retire from Test cricket.
My Ben Stokes impression is amazing. I'm Ben Stokes. I'm the guy. I retire and then I unretire. I'm outstanding.
Yeah, I reckon he will retire after this Ashes series from Test cricket because I just think his body.
If he wins, then I think he'll retire most likely.
If he win, I reckon he retires. I don't see his goals completed as captain.
Yep. But I'm still on the fence, like with Ben Stokes, because there's no denying his quality. He's an outstanding player.
You know, great he was against India and how much we missed him in that 5th test.
Yeah, but even still though, like I'm just thinking, like, I just have a bad feeling again. I don't know why. For Ben Duckett and Ben Stokes in particular, I don't know if I just hate the first name Ben or something, but like, I don't hate people called Ben. I don't.
Yeah, that people all hate Bens.
I don't. But I just have a really bad feeling for these two. Ben Stokes is like he's basically the equivalent of a sofa taped up together. And then Ben Duckett is like a sweeper. Is like the sweeper that you use to clean your house, but then becomes useless when you're trying to mop up something. That's basically what the two of them are.
So what about
the players who I think are going to do really well? I've got a couple players that I'm really excited to see.
Okay, go on.
Jamie Smith. I think he's going to have a breakout Ashes series here. Because he's the exact opposite side of the spectrum to Jacob Bethel. Jamie Smith has played plenty of tests this year. He knows it's like his day job at this rate. He goes in, he plays his innings, and then he saves England out of dire situations. Obviously he's had a few failures. I mean, all batters do, but still, he's been remarkably consistent, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. He definitely can do very, very, very well. I'm going now as one player to do really well, but I think he'll do well. He'll do well. He'll probably get like a century or two. He's definitely got that mentality, and he's good at facing a short ball.
If you say Joe Root, I swear.
No, I said he's good at facing a short ball.
Harry Brook?
No, I'm on about James Smith.
Oh, Jamie Smith. Okay.
He's on about. I'm not pointing him down as one of mine, but I'm saying he's good against a short ball definitely.
I think the big battle here will be, like, obviously, first of all, England's top order against Australia's big three. That's going to be the main battle. But then I think later on in the test, like, I think it's a big part down to Jamie Smith, Harry Brook, and then then Ben Stokes, then up against, like, Australia's change bowlers, and it's going to be really interesting to see because it'll all depend on the opening salvo. If Australia take, like, say, 3 wickets in the first 30 overs and England haven't scored at that best ball mentality rate that they probably are known for, like, say they only get, like, 50 for 3 in the first 20 overs, like, I think then it will become a very interesting spectacle to see because I think the only 2 things that could happen are England absolutely thrash Australia. Actually, I add a third, but, like, it becomes a really drawn out test. Like, both sides are so strong that it's hard. Like, it's really hard. It's hard for the batters to hit boundaries. It's hard for the bowlers to get wickets. Or Australia roll you out within a day.
Yeah, definitely.
James Smith is going to be such an important part of that, in my opinion.
I'll know another player who you reckon will do really well.
You want another one?
Yeah, because you give me another one, I'll give you.
Guys, by the way, he just sent me a message saying I'm waffling, so I didn't think you'd want to hear another one. But anyway. Anyway, so I'm gonna give you a bowler. I think Josh Tongue.
Well, I agree. He was one of mine, Josh Tongue. Yeah.
Mhm. Like, I'll let you explain your part first. Let's hear.
You go. I'll chip in.
All right. So for Josh Tongue, I think, like, first of all, like, England have had a bit of a history with the Australia lower order, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. That is why I put him in too, because I think we need someone who can take out that lower order, and he's the man.
And if you've seen Josh Tongue in that 5th test versus India, like, we've talked about it many times, he can be very hit or miss. Like, the first ball he bowls, probably an absolute jaffer, picks up a wicket. Second ball, short and wide. Third, a half volley. Fourth, another jaffer to get another wicket. And then 5th ball, short ball, and then 6th ball, just a normal delivery. He's very inconsistent, but I think when he hits, like, he hits hard.
Yeah.
Especially against this Australia lineup. The good thing about England here is that their pace bowling, like, it's quick. It's above 140 kilometers per hour. We've said this many times. So this means that, like, they kind of match Australia's bowling, like, to an extent. But England don't really have a left arm pacer. They have, like, the right arm pacers, which isn't an issue. It's not an issue, but if you look at matchups, then it would have been a bit better to bring one. But do you know what? England right now currently don't have an amazing left arm bowler. Pardon?
My idea of Sam Curran, they should listen.
No.
But yeah, more on Josh Tongue. There's another element what people will argue, but I'm not going to argue this. But I know people like you, idiots, will argue. Oh, I'm Sirad. Oh, he's very tall.
Josh Tongue isn't that tall. He's not that tall.
Yes.
That's not the first thing I thought of when I saw Josh Tongue. That's not the first thing I thought of.
What our tallest bowler? He's not.
Yeah, Josh Tongue is tall, but that's not the main reason why I put him in.
Put England's tallest bowler with Tuck.
That's a weird one. I've actually never noticed that. I thought Josh Tongue was tiny.
No, he's tall.
You learn something new every day, even about the England Ashes squad.
Josh Tongue is tall. Let's take him. Sure. I just think Josh Tongue will get so many wickets in this series due to that low order. Like you said, that low order, we need someone to take it out. We've struggled in recent years, and Josh Song will be that guy. So I've got actually 2 more names to say. I've got a lot of people to say. We're going to do great.
Can I guess one? Can I guess one?
No.
I have a feeling I know some of these.
Another bowler. Gus.
Oh, of course. Yep, I knew this was coming.
Mark my words, Gus Atkinson will take the most wickets in the series.
Even above Mitchell Starc, Josh Hazlewood, and Pat Cummins.
Above Archer, above any England bowlers, any Australian.
Might have to disagree with you there on that one.
It's really exactly the big talking points of like Starc, Archer, Wood.
Yeah, there's a reason why they're big talking points. They're big name players.
But Gus Atkinson's took the most wickets for England last year, and nobody that doesn't get spoken about enough.
Yeah, he's flown under the radar, but he's England's strike bowler now. He's going to be in the limelight next to Archer.
It's not. I remember it was Stu Broad on commentary in the last game, England-India, and he was calling Gus Atkinson, saying that he's bowling poor, but he still took 5 wickets in the end. I know Gus Atkinson is England's. I said this in a podcast earlier. Gus Atkinson is currently England's best bowler. Right now, he's our best bowler.
I can agree with that.
People don't say that. A lot of people say Archer or Wood. It's Atkinson.
The thing is, Archer or Wood haven't played that much over the last 2 years. Atkinson has stepped into their shoes decent enough to the fact people don't notice that.
He's also Gus, because that's it. Last time we went to Australia, our batting depth wasn't that great. Gus Atkinson is a very capable batter.
He's got a Test century.
Exactly, and he's definitely better than most our current bowlers. He's probably our best bowler at batting right now. He's very good.
Aside from Ben Stokes is better.
Yeah, but I count him as an all-rounder. You could count him as an all-rounder, maybe, if we really want to do.
I think we can call Gus Atkinson an all-rounder now, or very nearly a bowling all-rounder, because I think he's proved his batting more than well enough, in my opinion.
Yeah. Then my other guy.
If you say it.
Zach Crawley. God. The Zach. Right. I've seen people comment in our videos saying, I love Zach Crawley. I do love Zach Crawley. I do love the guy. He's going to do great in the Ashes. He's going to do amazing. Reason being, right, you got to hear me out. You have to hear me out.
I'm hearing.
Last time he faced Australia, he was better. He was better than Duckett. He dealt very well with the likes of Starks and Cummins. I just see it and think if the pitches are less spin type, he will do better. He's awful against spin. Out of all our main batters, he might be the worst one against spin. Out of all of them. And it's just, I think the environment suits them. I know he played in the last matches in Australia, but that was when he was younger and he's batting at 3, and he wasn't the same batter as he is now. I just reckon it's going. People talk about that we need to drop Crawley for Tom Haynes. No, Zach Crawley.
Why Tom Haynes of all people? Why?
No, I've seen a lot of Tom Haynes shout.
Anyway, I've got some immediate points to mention.
No, you literally said 5 minutes ago.
That's what I was gonna say. That first of all, Zach Crawley will have a better series than Ben Duckett. I can say that first of all, but Zach Crawley against those Australian Pacers,
it's gonna be legendary battle. He's gonna get bowled first ball now, isn't it?
Yeah, He's jinxed it. He's jinxed it. Hey, I'll tell you what. If Zach Crawley gets bowled out first ball, what do you want to do? Let's see.
I might cry.
I'd say that if he gets bowled out first ball, you have to wear a. Oh, we need some kind of forfeit. We need it. I want to see it. Come on.
No, won't it be forfeit making me talk about it even more?
Yeah. If Zach Crawley gets bowled out first ball, you're gonna be the first one to talk about it. I won't say anything.
Well, when we were filming the pod, yeah, just what in the middle of the pod, just like put up your phone to highlight Zach Crawley game. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Actually, well, I'm giving you ideas.
Yeah, I'll do that. Definitely, 100%. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. If Zach Crawley gets bowled out for a duck or first ball, then yeah, I will show his struggle. I will show it.
England's
Pardon?
second run score. You thought I was going to say first, didn't you?
What? I didn't even hear what you said. Repeat.
Zach Crawley will be England's second highest run scorer.
I don't think so. No.
He will do great.
I think it's going to be Joe Root's going to be the top, then Harry Brook at second.
The big question, you got to answer this. Will Root finally get a century in Australia?
Yes.
He
I
is.
see it.
So if we lose like 3-1, at least Root gets a century. Like, come on, we've got to get have a Joe Root century in Australia, just so sure the Australian pundits who claimed Joe Root's or Ben Steve Smith just agreed to have a century in Australia. But then he might have a century in Australia, but in every other place in the world, he's like the best batter in the world. So
Virat Kohli's also got a century in quite a few places in the country.
Oh, why are we talking about Virat Kohli? Why?
But anyway, like back to Zach Crawley, I've got a couple points I still want to say.
Yeah.
Like Zach Crawley's great. He's been like at the heart of the Bazball revolution, but I don't think he's gonna have the best series. He's not gonna have a terrible series. Like he'll be like England's 4th or 5th highest run scorer, but still, I don't see a very positive ending because, in my opinion, like you talk about how he handled the Pacers really well last time. The thing is, it's still the big three: Mitchell Stark, Josh Hazelwood, and Pat Cummins.
When he handled it very well.
Pardon?
It was also in England when he handled it very well.
Exactly. And this is Australia. And these 3 bowlers, like, yes, they're getting old and they're getting slower, but still, these are 3 bowlers who are still very much in their prime. Mitchell Stark proved that time and time again. Josh Hazelwood, in my opinion, is the only, like, if I can even call it a weak link in that big 3, because Hazelwood, he's not been very consistent over the past couple of years, but he still has that like pedigree and imposure. Like playing the IPL has really helped him. Like let's get that out of the way first of all. But I think just because of Zach Crawley, I just don't see it. Like I'm sorry. Like
also I think get a century.
I think Zach Crawley will get a century. He will get a century.
That's an international T20 century on his debut.
All right. Hold it there. Let's bring the England delusion back a little bit. But
hey, Zach Crawley actually came out. Zach Crawley would be the highest run scorer in the Ashes. I'm joking. I'm actually joking for that. I just want to see your reaction. I am joking. It will be Joe Root, but I'm just joking. I'm joking.
No, do you know who will be? You know who will be?
If they see Smith, aren't you?
I was going to say Usman Khawaja, but Steve Smith. Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Steve Smith, to be honest.
Well, do we talk about the Australian? Like, who do we think for Australia, or do we stick with England?
We've got multiple pods coming through. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Let's end it with West Indies, India.
Oh, what a mess West Indies cricket is in. What an absolute mess.
I've got a point about why are West Indies playing India?
because of this new initiative that ICC wants more test playing nations playing, because India, Australia, and England play far too many tests, and the other countries don't.
The two-tier system for ICC Championship.
Pardon?
I'm starting to lean towards the two-tier system. Because you look at West Indies cricket, they are now on the level of teams like Netherlands, Ireland, and Nepal. That is their level. That is their level now. They are not on the level, because before like this 2025, I'll say they was on the level of Pakistan, because both you two was in big messes. But their mess have got even worse. It's getting worse and worse. They are no longer a top Christian nation.
Like, even with Pakistan, like, we all know that it's still a mess currently. But
yes,
given the circumstances, being the second best team in Asia behind India, from where we were, like, that's a big achievement for Pakistan cricket.
In T20 cricket, let's put it out there.
Pardon?
In white ball cricket.
That is white ball cricket. Our red ball cricket has been in strife for too many years. That has been on a downfall ever since like 2020. It has just not been it. So yeah, I think like I've seen a lot of excuses going around from Darren Sammy, Brian Lara, Roston Chase that the facilities aren't good enough, which I don't know about you, but to an extent, I agree with that, because like even though the ICC tries to make it fairer, like, let's be honest, most of the money goes to that big three: Australia, England, and India. But even though saying all of that, like what Brian Lara said after that, like he said that him, Sir Vivian Richards, Gary Sober, and then all of those other West Indian greats, they didn't have many good facilities either, but they had that work rate. And this is what I'm really starting to not see from West Indies cricket. Yes, they've had some injuries. Shamar Joseph, Alzari Joseph, they both of their two most important pacers, they haven't played. But I genuinely think even if they did play, it wouldn't have made a difference. It would have been a little bit more competitive, but still.
You just got to look at it in general, because their players don't play Test cricket or county cricket at all. It's just a bunch of white ball players trying to play Test cricket. I haven't got proper Test players at all. It's all just players who play white ball cricket, and it's basically the T20 ODI squads playing. Like if we decide to send Phil Salt out to play for England, I mean that wouldn't go well, wouldn't it? Or like asking, I don't know, bloody Luke Wood to try and bowl a 6-over spell. He can barely bowl a 2-over spell.
Yeah, I think like once the second test is over, that's when we'll get a full sort of scale for how bad West Indies cricket has gotten. Because you have to remember, this is still one test, like against India. But anyway, I think
they need to themselves need to realise, like what all the West Indian legends when they were talking about the facilities not good enough. I think they need to realise that their cricketing nation just doesn't produce good play anymore. It's simple as that. They're not producing good play. It's just like a lack of cricket being not lack of cricket, just lack of good cricket from their play anymore. There's no excuses now. It's just you've got to realise that if you want to improve, you're going to have to face the low nations, get wins under your belt, try and build confidence back in the squad, and see what happens. Like the next T20 World Cup, I've seen this West Indian, I forgot what his name is on TikTok. I've seen him. I would shout him out, but I forgot what his name was. But I've seen him talk about it. He was on about the T20 World Cup. He said that he wouldn't be surprised if they lost to Italy at this rate, because that is their level. Their level is it's that low now that you would be surprised if lost to Italy at cricket. Just
I
like how
agree.
Pakistan lost to USA at cricket. I'm gonna try.
At that time, like our T20 cricket was in a mess. Like that was a big shock, and that sent
I
the
remember
shockwaves down.
that's
That was like the
hilarious.
first sort of domino to fall. But anyway, I think that's about as good a time as any to end the podcast there. And
Yeah. I don't think there's going to be anything on the end of this one. You know, I don't
hopefully
know
there
if you,
won't be any music.
I don't know if you noticed, but recently, like last couple of podcasts, have always been like a little teaser at the end. I don't think this time though.
Hopefully not. Otherwise,
No,
I'll have to get the old Luigi's Mansion vacuum to see if there are any ghosts in here.
I won't go like this. Yeah. Oh, thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We'll see you next time. I don't know what's wrong with it. Bye.